The consultations you're involved in are part of a global system of consultations. The breadth and depth of the consultations on the next UN Development Framework is unprecedented. This is really important because while we will continue to look at targets on health, education, income, nutrition, the things we set ourselves as challenges in 2000, some of which are still not finished, we will continue to look for new challenges, and we need views on those new challenges now. We need to know about your priorities, how you see the issues, how they connect together. Some of the topics that the high-level panel has heard about include things like inequality. How do we make societies full of opportunity for everyone? Jobs for youth, planetary boundaries, environmental limits. How do we ensure that there's sustainable food and water? How do we ensure that the situations in conflict-affected and violent societies are dealt with effectively? These are many of the challenges which we are looking at, but also issues about governance. To what extent do we need to set goals that will ensure that we have rule of law, that we have effective states, that we have accountable governments, free media? Do these things feature in the goals as well? Above all, I hope that we can bring together our views in these consultations to create a new set of development goals which are just as compelling as the last set.
Dear participants in the regional meeting and stakeholder consultation of the post-2015 development agenda in Bali, it's a real privilege and honor for me to be able to address you, even though unfortunately I'm not able to be with you in person. We have a very important task ahead of us in setting out the development agenda after 2015. We need to do three things. We need to end poverty, we need to achieve growth with equity, and we need to strengthen the global partnerships that will allow for effective implementation. Since the MDGs were set in place, we know that the world has changed, and we know that there are important considerations that were not included in the MDGs that we must address now. These run the range from environmental sustainability to inequality, the rule of law, dealing with corruption, and above all, making sure that we can implement successfully and with a partnership of mutual accountability in a way that will ensure that this time round we actually achieve all of the goals that we set for ourselves. In order to do this, I think that we need to prioritize. You're gathered here as a large group that each feels that they have an important agenda for development. And you're right, development is a very complex issue and there are many important things that we need to do. But above all, if we're going to form effective partnerships, we must realize that we have to prioritize. That will be part of the job of the high-level panel. It is to determine which sets of choices, which partnerships are likely to be most effective in moving the world towards the goals that we all share. I hope that in your consultations and your discussions, you think very hard about how we should prioritize among the set of many important development objectives that we all face. Thank you very much for your inputs into this process.